Hi Virgo, this is going to be your November 2019 prediction. So what I'm going to be looking at throughout the course of this reading is I'm going to do a reading on love, career and general. So it's going to be 3 readings put into one, and we are going to have a look into the situation. So I'm going to do 12 cards for love, 12 cards for career, and then 12 cards for general. So this is a general reading, and I hope you enjoy the course of this reading. So welcome to my channel if you are new. I also have another channel called Moonlight Guidance, so do head over to that channel if you are interested. If you're here from my other channel, hey, how are you doing? Do make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I also want to mention that if you would like to win a free reading with me, do check out the description box below since I do a giveaway every month. The other thing I want to mention as well is that if you would like to purchase a private paid reading, information will be down below. They are done within 24 to 48 hours. Last thing I want to mention as well is that my intention bracelets are on Etsy if you're interested in any of them. I have the Moon Energy bracelet, the 2020 Energy bracelet, and I'm also wearing a Good Luck bracelet here as well. Handmade by me. And thank you so much for the support. Link to my Etsy shop is down below, and you can also check out the reviews on there as well. So let's get started with this Virgo reading. I'm rather excited. I myself am a Virgo sun, so I'm also looking forward to seeing what comes through with this reading. Remember, you can also take notes from it if you're a Virgo sun, moon, rising and Venus sign, so you don't just have to be a Virgo sun, because our birth charts are very complex, made up of multiple signs, and with that being said, we can always find lots of information depending on where the planets are currently. We could find more information from our moon sign, our rising sign, our Venus sign. It doesn't always have to be the sun. Sometimes our other signs can actually have more importance or give us more clarity and more in-depth information depending on the planets and where they are. Alright, so let's get started, see what's coming through Virgo. We're going to start first and foremost with love, so let's see with a 12 card spread what really comes through with this reading. I chose to do a white theme for the Virgo reading. I think it's pretty obvious why. You know, Virgo is very much so the symbol of purity, so whether you are or not, it doesn't really matter. You know, it's just the kind of theme that I wanted to go with. I really wanted to kind of go with the classic, stereotypical themes, if that makes any sense. Okay, so love in November of 2019. Another important thing to also mention is that we do have, of course, the Fool is just fooling around here. We do have the Mercury retrograde. We also have the end of the Neptune retrograde. Also in November, I mean, we do have the Neptune retrograde, but it also ends, I think, midway through November, so we do have that. We have the Five of Cups. There's something that I feel may make you feel a little bit off balance. There may be something that makes you a little bit upset in November. Okay, it's going to cause you to do a lot of reflecting, a lot of looking inwards. There you go. The Five of Cups was on top of the Tower card. Okay. So the Fool here is really showing something foolish that happens in regards to love, and I'm really seeing that this makes you feel upset, doesn't quite make you feel very happy. The Tower is also showing a shake-up, something quite rapid happens, and it really causes you to reflect on a lot of things that are going on in regards to your love life, so that is coming through very strong. We also have here the Three of Cups. It could be a third-party situation, a love triangle. You know, it's really not a nice energy, but at the same time, I know that you can pick yourself up from this, and you have a very strong energy, Virgo. So know that you can, but you're going to be in a very reflective state of mind throughout the course of November. With Mercury retrograde, you know, obstacles and challenges like this are very, very possible, and it really does seem to me like it's going to be a time where you just don't feel so great. I hate to report things like this. You know, not everything can always be positive. We always have to be a little bit realistic at the same time. And I do feel, especially with this Knight of Coins, that there can be a re-return of somebody from your past. So as much as something in regards to love is going to hurt you, I also feel that someone's also going to enter in at the same time. So this Knight of Coins shows that if something falls apart with someone that you're already currently with, it's also showing that someone can really come in. Now, for those of you that are single, it can be that you're just so upset with not being with someone, you know, you feel lonely, you feel upset, and then somebody comes in. If you're with someone, this could also be either a breakdown, or it could be something that you find out in regards to this person and then they recommit to you. Like they show you that they won't do the same thing again. You know, that's them coming back around again. Very, very common again with the retrograde. Not that I'm making excuses in any way, shape or form. It's not a nice way to feel, and you have to judge the situation for how you feel and what goes on. That's the most important thing. Let's see what else comes through. Okay, Five of Coins. Definitely a sad feeling that is really coming through with this particular reading, especially, you know, this feeling of loneliness, as I mentioned before. But there is someone here, because the Ten of Coins here came out with the Ace of Cups. So even though there is something that makes you feel quite sad, not so great, makes you feel quite, you know, upset and lonely and abandoned, there is also this feeling of love that's coming through. There is someone here that's willing to offer you that. It's up to you whether you accept or reject that. But with this Ten of Coins, there is this level of abundance. There's this level of happiness and just feeling good, you know, feeling excited and motivated and passionate about what's to come and what can come. Okay, so there are good things coming your way, even if something falls apart. That's also something very important to recognize. We have the Judgment card, so you will definitely be making a decision in regards to somebody that is offering you something here. It could even be someone that you really never expected would come forward, so it's going to be a bit of a, not a shock, but a surprise for sure. Six of Cups, okay, spiritual connection, someone that you have a spiritual connection with. Again, very much so a surprise. We also have the Ace of Wands, so this shows through as communication and also attraction, which is really very strong. And we have here the Fountain. This is the first time I've ever pulled this particular card from this deck. I believe this is known as the Fountain deck, but it just shows things flowing, things really flowing in that direction. And of course, we have the Ace of Cups, which shows the level of flow. So even though there is something that can upset you in November, there's also something to really get excited by. There is something to really feel motivated by and feel joyful towards. So Virgo, that is the love portion of your reading. Now we are going to move on to the career portion. I'm going to take all of these cards, put them back into the deck, and I'm going to start by shuffling. So let's do that. Okay. Alright, so career. Let's have a look at career. Those really flew out. We have here the Emperor. This is really you. Taking charge, taking control of opportunities that really come through. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Two of Wands, opportunities. I feel like there are some opportunities that are really going to be in the horizon for you. So it's up to you to manifest those, to progress towards it, to think about it in a balanced way, to think how they can help you and grow your experience in regards to work. We also have the Eight of Cups, which is all about self-discovery. This is about discovering things as well, you know, like interests and your passion, but also how do these things make you feel? That's very important. We also have here the Four of Wands, and this Four of Wands is very, very important. Because this Four of Wands shows that, you know, your career is really going to give a lot back to you. So if you've been struggling with your finances, this is your career giving back to you financially. If you've been struggling with feeling motivated, your career gives you that boost to really feel motivated. If you feel with this Four of Wands and your career in general, things just haven't been very balanced, this is your career feeling very balanced in November. The other thing with this Eight of Cups is make sure, especially with the Mercury retrograde in place in November, that you are really paying attention to travel, technology and communication. Make sure that if you're sending a text message that you put in the right number, things like that. You might end up during the retrograde sending the wrong message to the wrong person. things like that can really happen, so do be careful. It's just a little warning that comes through with any Mercury retrograde that ever happens, regardless of the outcome of the reading. So I have to, just give you that because very, very common. Also, if you're traveling, check before you travel in case, there are delays and things like that, because, one, it could waste your time, obviously, if there's a delay and you're setting out on an adventure or a trip. But B, also, it's also to do with technology. Yeah, so travel, communication, technology. So technology, things could go wrong in terms of technology. This can make you frustrated. Try and work with the energy of the retrograde rather than against it. That really is the best way possible to work, because otherwise we get frustrated, we don't feel good, and it's not a fun situation or scenario any way, shape or form. So, the Lovers here is showing a very balanced energy. Now, the Lovers is ruled by Gemini, and Gemini is about the twins, right? So again, this is that air energy of, travel, technology, communication, which I really do feel, just keep an eye out for it, and then, you will feel that the month can very much so progress in a good direction. All right, so we also have, dun 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 dun, the Death card, transformations. If you find that your career is not suiting you, it's not fun, I do see a shift and a change that can potentially happen. Okay, so this is about endings and new beginnings, but it's also about finding something that you're really passionate about, something that you really love, especially with the Lovers here. So you can manifest your way to something that you absolutely love. It's very possible. Oh my gosh, okay, way too many cards here. Okay, so I'm just going to take the top card. Let's do it like this. That was the top card. This was the top card that fell like that. So we have here the Page of Wands. Okay, so this is about opportunities. This is about you taking control of your career. Really taking control of everything. So I'm going to cut the deck and take the rest of the cards out. We have the Six of Coins. Wheel of Fortune, which didn't want to stay in my hands. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Seven of Wands, and I want to take the card at the bottom of the deck, which is the Knight of Cups. Alright, look at this, right? You may find yourself just being a little bit all over the place in November. It's part of the energies, so don't worry too much, but it's also about you not giving up. So make sure you don't give up, especially with the Emperor as well. There's this energy of you not giving up, but make sure if you ever feel like giving up, that you don't give up. It's a big message from the universe and the divine. Do not give up, because there are opportunities coming your way. There's an opportunity to feel more balanced, to feel more stable and more grounded. This is that earth energy really coming through now, so we can feel that. Let's believe in it and breathe it in. The other thing about November as well is that, of course, we do have Scorpio season. You will be feeling the energy of Scorpio season quite strong, so emotionally you will feel that intensity, but also you will feel a great sense of balance that will allow you not to give up in any circumstance, is what I'm seeing. Wheel of Fortune shows abundance coming your way. It really shows things growing and flowing for you in a really decent and good direction. And then, and it shows when the wheel turns, abundance comes your way. But also, aside from that, we also have the Knight of Cups, which shows opportunities on the horizon. Keep your eyes peeled for these particular opportunities. It's a very good thing. And we also have the Knight of Wands. So network with as many people as you can. Look online for opportunities if you want to make the switch. But I'm also seeing that there can be a lot of interesting skills that you can pick up in November that can really contribute to the work that you do. So you might find that you find lots of new ideas or interests, like we see with the Two of Wands. This is also about doing that self-discovery and building your knowledge up. Alright, so that is what I'm seeing, Virgo, for career. Now I am going to move along and we're going to do the last spread, which is all to do with general. It's general. I was like, I know what it is. I know what it is. I was like, general. Okay, so it's general. So we may pick up additional information, of course, that we haven't picked up so far. Let's have a little look, see what's coming through. just got all of these ones that flipped over in the middle. Okay, so it's going to be a very reflective month for you, November. Okay, there's going to be some very interesting changes coming your way, as we see with the Tower. Try not to let your emotions and things that really happen that make you feel negative, try not to let them affect, more specifically, your career. I know it's very difficult when things go wrong sometimes to allow that to affect everything. Try not to let it affect at least the positive elements in your life. Try and keep them as separate as you possibly can. That's a big message coming through from the universe, especially with the Six of Wands. This is about, being able to progress, feeling strong, feeling good. Six of Wands is about succeeding regardless of the challenges, which you have absolute potential to do. So that's what I'm seeing now with the Six of Wands. This is about victory and success. This is about gaining opportunities and really holding on to them and being victorious at the end of the day, which is such a beautiful energy, and it's something that I really would love for you to feel good in. Okay, so we also have another card that flipped over in the middle of the deck, and that is the Ten of Cups. You have so much potential to feel strong within yourself. So much potential. Try not to let the Tower affect you. The Tower is also a message from the universe. It's a lesson also sometimes. The universe tries to test us in so many ways, and we think to ourselves, well, why are you doing that? Why? And it's doing it for a specific reason, and that reason is the fact that the universe really, really wants us to grow. And I know it can seem like, but why? Well, because the universe wants to see you as the Queen of Coins. Now, whether you're male or female, I read energies in tarot, not the gender. The Queen of Coins is this very stable, mature, grown, experienced person. And it really contributes to the growth that you feel in terms of your career and your love and your family and your, the way that you just compose yourself, how you feel emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. So that's the Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins is this extremely, extremely strong and stable energy where you feel confident, you feel excited, you feel, like everything can go in the direction that you want them to go in. The universe wants to see you as this, and to become this, we must learn lessons from life. And that is what the universe is trying to teach with the Six of Cups. I'm also seeing that there is love here. We saw in the first spread, there's something in regards to love that can really, what's the word? That can be very unexpected and can hurt you. But at the same time, there is also this other kind of love that's really coming through. First of all, this is also about self-love, but this card here is also showing that person that entered in, as we saw in the first spread, and it's showing that that person can really give you something really beautiful in terms of love. And it can be someone that you just never really expected. It's unexpected, it's a surprise. Look at that, Ace of Cups again. It's a surprise, it's an emotional surprise. Okay, so whatever is upsetting you, it's important sometimes to focus on the positive rather than just the negatives. Try not to let the negatives outweigh all of the positives, especially with this Four of Coins. Try not to hold on to it too long. It's good to hold on to things, to accept them, and then to learn from them, and then let them go, but try not to hoard onto it to the point where you can't let go of all of these thoughts and these feelings. You want to be able to address these particular feelings and then feel like you can let go of it, King and Queen, counterparts. So not only in regards to love, but this is really about you feeling so strong and so stable within yourself. November is going to be a lesson that just teaches you so much, and that you feel so strong and confident to the point where you feel like things are just opening up for you in the best way possible. Beautiful energy. So beautiful. Beautiful. That card just fell on the floor. Okay, for the last card, because one did fall on the floor. Yeah, it is just one. I'm going to take the deck, cut it in half, and then I've just got the Justice card. For you, November is going to be full of justice. Let me just grab that second to last card that came out. It is the Knight of Swords. Opportunities are on the horizon. They are. There's a rainbow there as well. Opportunities are on the horizon. Okay. Justice card shows that things will get much more balanced. You will reflect on November and you will look at it and you'll think, wow, I've grown so much from everything. But it's also about you finding resolutions and solutions to problems that occur. This is a very key element. You know, if everything was perfect in our life, we wouldn't know how to deal with problems. We wouldn't know how to compose ourselves after things happen. The universe is testing you to see how you can compose yourself, how you can pick yourself up, and how you can find solutions to certain things that happen in your life. That's what November is here to do, especially with the Neptune retrograde, Mercury retrograde, these astrological headaches, but also with you and your strong energy, where you have the power to really fulfill some very, very strong things. For sure, Virgo. So this is your reading. If this resonates with you, or if you have any comments, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. As I mentioned, I also have another channel, which is Moonlight Guidance. That is me. And yeah, I hope you have an absolutely lovely day. Don't forget to check out the description box below for information on the free reading giveaway, the private paid readings, and of course my bracelets, which are on Etsy. And I hope you have an absolutely lovely day or night wherever you are, and I will see you very, very soon. Take care, Virgo. Bye.